Before time began, there was only ice, fire, and the corpse of a giant. This was a time when the universe was in its most raw and untamed form, a chaotic blend of elements waiting to be shaped into something more. It was a time of formlessness, a yawning abyss known as Ginnungagap. This abyss was not just an empty void. It was a place of immense potential, a cosmic canvas waiting for the brushstrokes of creation. This was not an empty void. It crackled with raw potential. The energies within Ginnungagap were volatile and unpredictable, a swirling maelstrom of possibilities. To the north lay Niflheim, a realm of ice and mist. This was a land of perpetual cold where the air was thick with frost and the ground was covered in a blanket of snow and ice. To the south blazed Muspelheim, a realm of fire and light. This was a land of intense heat, where flames danced across the landscape and the sky was lit with a fiery glow. From Niflheim flowed the icy rivers Elivagar, their freezing waters creeping towards the heat of Muspelheim. These rivers were the lifeblood of the frozen realm, carrying the essence of ice and cold. As these forces collided, a strange thing happened. The intense heat of Muspelheim met the frigid cold of Niflheim, creating a dynamic interplay of elements. The ice melted, and from the melting drops, life emerged. This was the first spark of life in the universe, a miraculous event born from the union of fire and ice. This was no ordinary life, though. It was the first giant, Ymir, a being of immense size and power. Ymir was a creature of both ice and fire, embodying the primal forces of the universe. Ginnungagap, once a silent chasm, now echoed with the stirrings of existence. The birth of Ymir marked the beginning of a new era, one where life would begin to take shape and form. Ymir, the first living being, wandered the frozen wastes. He was a solitary figure in a vast and desolate landscape, a giant among the ice and snow. But he was not alone for long. From the melting ice came Audhumla, a primordial cow. Audhumla was a creature of great significance, her presence heralding the next stage of creation. Her milk nourished Ymir, and from her licking of the ice, another being took form. This being was Buri, the ancestor of the gods, a figure of great importance in the unfolding saga of the cosmos. This was Buri, the ancestor of the gods. Buri's emergence from the ice marked the beginning of the divine lineage, a line that would give rise to the gods of Norse mythology. From these humble beginnings, the stage was set for the creation of the world. The interplay of fire and ice, the emergence of life, and the birth of the gods all laid the groundwork for the rich tapestry of Norse mythology. The story of Norse mythology, a tale of gods and monsters, giants and dwarves, began in the heart of Ginnungagap. It is a story of creation and destruction, of order emerging from chaos. It is a story that continues to resonate through the ages, a testament to the enduring power of myth. The primordial void, once a place of formless potential, became the cradle of existence, giving birth to the legends that still captivate our imaginations today. Ymir, the first giant, was a being of immense power. His existence marked the beginning of a new era, one filled with both creation and inevitable destruction. He was the progenitor of the frost giants, a race destined to clash with the gods. These giants, born from the very essence of Ymir, were formidable and relentless. As Ymir slept, he sweated. This sweat, imbued with his immense power, gave rise to more giants, each one a testament to his overwhelming presence. From his sweat, more giants were born, springing forth from his immense form. These new beings roamed the icy landscapes, their strength and numbers growing with each passing day. Meanwhile, Buri, the first of the gods, had a son named Bor. Bor, in turn, fathered three sons, Odin, Vili, and Vi. These three brothers would come to play a pivotal role in the shaping of the cosmos. These were the first of the Aesir, the principal gods of Norse mythology. Their power and wisdom set them apart, and they were destined to lead the divine forces against the giants. The Aesir were fated to clash with the giants, their destinies intertwined in a cycle of conflict. This eternal struggle was a fundamental aspect of the cosmos, a balance of power and chaos. Odin and his brothers saw the growing threat of the giants. They understood that the unchecked proliferation of these beings could spell doom for all creation. They knew that Ymir and his kin posed a danger to the very fabric of existence. The giants' sheer size and strength were unmatched, and their numbers continued to swell. So they confronted Ymir. and a terrible battle ensued. The clash between the gods and the primordial giant was cataclysmic, shaking the very foundations of the world. The earth trembled as these primordial beings clashed. The skies darkened and the ground split open, revealing the raw power of their confrontation. In the end, Odin, Vili, and Ve slew the giant Ymir. His death was not just a victory, but a necessary act to ensure the survival of the cosmos. His blood, a vast and torrential ocean, flooded the primordial void, drowning most of the frost giants. This deluge reshaped the world, creating seas and rivers from his lifeblood. Only Bergelmir, a giant who had built a boat, and his wife survived the deluge. They floated on the vast ocean of Ymir's blood, finding refuge on a distant shore. From them, the race of frost giants would rise again. Their survival ensured that the cycle of conflict between the gods and giants would continue, a perpetual dance of creation and destruction. With Ymir slain, Odin and his brothers set about the task of creation. They took the giant's immense body and dragged it to the center of Ginnungagap. There they began to shape the world. Ymir's flesh became the earth, his bones the mountains, his teeth and shattered bones became rocks and pebbles. His blood, now a vast ocean, surrounded the newly formed land masses. His skull, immense and vaulted, became the sky above. The brothers carefully placed sparks from Muspelheim in the sky, creating the sun, moon and stars. They took Ymir's eyebrows and placed them around the edge of the world, forming Midgard, the realm of men. From Ymir's brains, they shaped the clouds, forever drifting across the sky. Thus, from the sacrifice of the giant Ymir, the world was born. It was a world both beautiful and dangerous, a testament to the power of the Aesir and the legacy of the primordial beings. Every mountain, every ocean, every grain of sand whispered of the giant who had given his life to create them. At the center of this newly formed world stood Yggdrasil, the world tree. This tree was not just a part of the landscape, it was the very essence of the cosmos, a living entity that connected the heavens, the earth and the underworld. Its branches stretched out over all the realms, its roots reaching down into the deepest depths. The tree's canopy provided shelter to all creatures, while its roots drew nourishment from the very fabric of existence. Yggdrasil was no ordinary tree. It was the axis mundi, the center of the cosmos, connecting all things. It stood as a testament to the interconnectedness of life, a bridge between the mortal and the divine. Its three main roots extended in different directions, each one anchoring the tree to a different realm, ensuring the balance and harmony of the universe. One root reached into Asgard, the realm of the gods. Here the gods would gather under its branches, drawing wisdom and strength from the tree. Another root stretched down to Jotunheim, the land of the giants. This root symbolized the connection between the gods and the giants, two forces often at odds yet bound by fate. The final root delved deep into Niflheim, the realm of mist and cold. This root drew from the primordial waters, the source of all life and the wellspring of creation. Beneath this root lay the well of Hvergelmir, from which all the rivers of the world flowed. This well was the origin of many great rivers, nourishing the lands and sustaining life. Here too dwelled Nidhogg, a monstrous serpent who gnawed at the roots of Yggdrasil, seeking to bring about Ragnarök, the end of the world. Nidhogg's presence was a constant reminder of the fragility of existence and the ever-present threat of chaos. Yggdrasil represented the interconnectedness of all things. It was a living symbol of the unity and interdependence of all realms and beings. It was a symbol of life and destiny, of growth and decay, of the eternal cycle of creation and destruction. Through the changing seasons, Yggdrasil stood as a witness to the passage of time and the cycles of nature. On its branches perched an eagle with great wisdom, and at its roots writhed the serpent Nidhogg. The eagle and the serpent represented the duality of existence, wisdom and destruction, order and chaos. Between them ran Ratatoska, a squirrel who carried messages and insults, highlighting the constant tension between order and chaos. Ratatoska's role was crucial as it maintained the balance by ensuring that communication, even if contentious, flowed between the eagle and the serpent. In the shadow of Yggdrasil, the world tree, dwelled Odin, the All-Father, a god of wisdom, war, and death. Odin's insatiable quest for knowledge and understanding knew no bounds, driving him to undertake great sacrifices. His two ravens, Hugin and Munin, were his eyes and ears, flying across the realms to gather information and bring it back to him. Hugin, representing thought, and Munin, representing memory, provided Odin with a constant stream of knowledge about the worlds and their inhabitants. But Odin's thirst for wisdom was not easily quenched. In his pursuit of the mystical runes, the symbols of cosmic knowledge and power, Odin made the ultimate sacrifice. He hung himself from the branches of Yggdrasil, wounded by his own spear, and remained there for 9 days and nights. This self-sacrifice was a testament to his relentless desire to uncover the secrets of the universe. As he hung there at the brink of death, the runes revealed themselves to him, granting him profound insights and magical abilities. Odin's sacrifice was not just for his own gain, it was for the benefit of all. The knowledge of the runes allowed him to shape the fate of gods and men, to weave the very fabric of reality. Through this act, Odin became a symbol of the pursuit of wisdom and the willingness to endure great suffering for the greater good. And so, Valhalla, the Hall of the Slain, came into being. This grand hall, located in Asgard, was where the bravest of warriors were brought after death. Each day they would train and fight, honing their skills for the final battle of Ragnarok. Odin, with his newfound wisdom, prepared these warriors for the inevitable conflict, ensuring that they would be ready to face the end of the world. Valhalla was more than just a place of preparation. It was a testament to the values of bravery, sacrifice, and the relentless pursuit of knowledge. It stood as a beacon of hope and resilience, a reminder that even in the face of impending doom, the pursuit of wisdom and the readiness to defend all that is cherished must never waver. Thus, Odin's journey from self-sacrifice to the creation of Valhalla underscored the intricate balance between knowledge and power, between sacrifice and reward. It was a story of enduring resilience, a narrative that echoed through the branches of Yggdrasil and resonated across the realms. In the vast tapestry of Norse mythology, few figures stand as tall and formidable as Thor, the god of thunder. Wielding his mighty hammer, Mjolnir, Thor was not only a warrior of unparalleled strength, but also a protector of Midgard, the realm of humans. The origins of Mjolnir are steeped in legend. According to ancient tales, the hammer was forged by the dwarven brothers Sindri and Brokkr. These master blacksmiths crafted Mjolnir with the intent to create a weapon of immense power. Despite a minor flaw in its construction resulting in its short handle, Mjolnir became one of the most feared and revered weapons in all the realms. Its ability to summon thunder and lightning and its unerring aim made it an extension of Thor's own indomitable will. Thor's battles with the giants, the Jotnar, are legendary. These colossal beings, often embodiments of chaos and destruction, posed a constant threat to the gods and humans alike. Thor's strength and bravery were put to the test time and again in these epic confrontations. Each clash was a testament to his role as the defender of order against the forces of chaos. Whether it was the cunning Jörmungandr the World Serpent or the mighty Hrungnir, Thor's hammer struck fear into the hearts of his enemies. But Thor's role extended beyond the battlefield. As the protector of Midgard, he was deeply connected to the world of humans. His presence was a source of comfort and security, a divine assurance that the forces of chaos would be held at bay. Thor's journeys across the Bifrost, the rainbow bridge that connected the realms, symbolized his commitment to safeguarding humanity and maintaining the balance of the cosmos. Thor's unwavering sense of duty and his relentless courage made him a symbol of strength and protection. His stories, passed down through generations, continue to inspire and resonate, reminding us of the enduring power of heroism. In the face of overwhelming odds, Thor's legacy as a guardian and warrior endures, echoing through the annals of time. Thus, from the forging of Mjolnir to the thunderous battles with giants and his steadfast role as Midgard's protector, Thor's narrative is one of relentless valor and unyielding strength. It is a tale that underscores the timeless struggle between order and chaos and the enduring spirit of a god who stands as a beacon of hope and protection for all. As the tales of Norse mythology unfold, two figures emerge whose actions shape the destinies of gods and men alike. Tyr, the god of war and justice, and Loki, the trickster and agent of chaos. Their stories, intertwined with both sacrifice and treachery, reveal the complex interplay between order and disorder in the cosmos. Tyr, known for his unwavering sense of duty and honor, made one of the most poignant sacrifices in Norse lore. The great wolf Fenrir, a monstrous offspring of Loki, grew at an alarming rate, causing the gods to fear his potential for destruction. They decided to bind Fenrir with a magical chain, but the cunning beast would only agree if one of the gods placed their hand in his mouth as a gesture of good faith. Knowing the danger, Tyr stepped forward, placing his hand between Fenrir's jaws. When the wolf realized the god's deception, he bit down, severing Tyr's hand. This selfless act ensured Fenrir's confinement, preserving order and protecting the realm from his wrath. In stark contrast stands Loki, the enigmatic blood brother to Odin. Loki's actions oscillated between aiding the gods and sowing discord. His cunning and mischief often brought chaos to Asgard, but his bond with Odin provided him a unique position among the gods. Despite his many transgressions, Loki's intelligence and resourcefulness were invaluable in times of need. However, his darker tendencies would eventually lead to catastrophic consequences, culminating in his role in Ragnarök, the end of the world. The dichotomy between Tyr's sacrifice and Loki's chaos highlights the delicate balance within the Norse pantheon. Tyr's loss of his hand symbolizes the cost of maintaining order and justice, while Loki's unpredictable nature embodies the ever-present potential for upheaval and change. Their stories remind us that within the fabric of existence, both sacrifice and chaos play essential roles in shaping the destiny of all beings. As the echoes of their legends resonate through time, we are left to ponder the intricate dance between light and dark, order and chaos, sacrifice and treachery. In the grand tapestry of the Norse cosmos, Tyr and Loki stand as embodiments of these eternal forces, their legacies forever intertwined in the mythic saga of gods and heroes. While the Aesir, led by Odin, represented the dominant pantheon in Norse mythology, there existed another group of deities known as the Vanir. The Vanir gods, including Njord, Freyr and Freya, were associated with fertility, cider magic and war. Their narrative is one of both conflict and eventual unity with the Aesir. The Vanir gods were revered for their connection to nature and their ability to influence prosperity and fertility. Njord, the god of the sea, wind and wealth, was known for his calming presence and his ability to bring bounty to the land and sea. Freya, his son, was a symbol of peace and fertility, often depicted with a boar and wielding a magical sword. Freya, the goddess of love, beauty and satyr magic, was a powerful figure known for her wisdom and her ability to traverse between the realms. However, the relationship between the Aesir and the Vanir was not always harmonious. A great war broke out between the two pantheons, known as the Aesir-Vanir War. The reasons for this conflict are shrouded in mystery, but it is believed that the war began due to a series of misunderstandings and acts of aggression from both sides. The war raged on for years, with neither side able to claim a decisive victory. Eventually, both the Aesir and the Vanir grew weary of the endless conflict. They decided to call a truce and establish peace through a unique form of exchange. To solidify their alliance, the two groups exchanged hostages. Njord, Freyr and Freya were sent to live among the Aesir, while the Aesir sent Hoenir and Mimir to the Vanir. This exchange marked the beginning of a new era of cooperation and mutual respect. The Vanir gods brought their unique skills and wisdom to Asgard, enriching the lives of the Aesir and fostering a deeper understanding between the two pantheons. Freya introduced the practice of cider magic, a form of sorcery that allowed the gods to see and influence the future, further strengthening their power. The story of the Vanir gods and the Aesir-Vanir War serves as a reminder of the importance of unity and understanding in the face of conflict. It illustrates how diversity and cooperation can lead to greater strength and prosperity. In the grand tapestry of Norse mythology, the Vanir gods stand as symbols of fertility, magic, and the transformative power of peace. In the heart of Asgard, a new threat loomed. Fenrir, the monstrous wolf and son of Loki, grew at an alarming rate. His strength and ferocity were unmatched, and the gods feared that he would bring about their doom. They knew they had to contain him, but Fenrir's cunning and power made this a daunting task. The gods devised a plan to bind Fenrir using a magical chain called Gleipnir. Unlike any other chain, Gleipnir was crafted from 6 impossible things: the sound of a cat's footfall, the beard of a woman, the roots of a mountain, the sinews of a bear, the breath of a fish, and the spittle of a bird. It was thin and soft, yet stronger than any iron. The gods approached Fenrir with Gleipnir, pretending it was a mere game to test his strength. Suspicious, Fenrir agreed to be bound only if one of the gods placed their hand in his mouth as a sign of trust. Knowing the risk, the brave god Tyr stepped forward, placing his hand between Fenrir's jaws. As Gleipnir tightened, Fenrir realized the trickery. He struggled fiercely, but the chain held firm. In his rage, he bit down, severing Tyr's hand. Tyr's sacrifice was immense, but it ensured the safety of the gods, binding Fenrir until the end of days. The story of Fenrir's binding is a tale of bravery, sacrifice, and the lengths to which the gods would go to protect their realm. Tyr's lost hand became a symbol of courage and the high price of maintaining order in a world fraught with chaos. From the icy depths of the primordial seas emerged Jörmungandr, the World Serpent, another offspring of Loki. Jörmungandr was destined to become one of Thor's greatest enemies. This colossal serpent grew so large that it encircled the entire world, biting its own tail. The gods, aware of the prophecy that Jörmungandr would play a crucial role in Ragnarok, the end of the world, knew they had to act swiftly. Odin, the All-Father, decreed that Jörmungandr must be cast out of Asgard and into the ocean that surrounds Midgard, the world of humans. With immense power, Thor hurled the serpent into the deep waters, exiling it from the realm of the gods. As Jörmungandr plunged into the ocean, it stirred the seas into turmoil, causing massive waves and storms. Despite its exile, Jörmungandr's presence was felt across Midgard. Sailors and fishermen whispered tales of the monstrous serpent lurking beneath the waves, its eyes glowing with malice. The world serpent's exile was not a permanent solution, but a temporary reprieve, as the prophecy foretold that it would rise again during Ragnarok to face Thor in a final, cataclysmic battle. Jörmungandr's exile is a story of foresight and desperation, a testament to the lengths the gods would go to delay the inevitable doom. The world serpent's banishment serves as a constant reminder of the fragile balance between order and chaos, and the ever-present threat of the end times looming over the gods and humanity alike. In the shadowy depths of the 9 realms lies a place shrouded in cold and despair, Helheim, the realm of the dead. Here rules Hel, the half-corpse queen, daughter of the trickster god Loki, and sister to Jörmungandr and Fenrir. Unlike her siblings, Hel's destiny was to govern the souls of those who died dishonorable deaths, those who did not fall in battle and thus were denied entry to Valhalla. Half of Hel's visage is that of a beautiful woman, the other half a decaying corpse. This duality reflects her dominion over death and decay, as well as her complex nature, both nurturing and merciless. Helheim is a realm of shadows, where icy rivers flow and the dead wander aimlessly, forever separated from the warmth of the sun and the glory of the gods. Odin foresaw the threat Hel posed, for she was as much a part of the prophecy of Ragnarok as her brothers. To mitigate this danger, he cast her into the depths of Helheim, granting her dominion over the dishonored dead. Despite this, Hel's influence often seeped into Midgard and the other realms, a constant reminder of the inevitable fate that awaited all beings. In her icy hall, Eldjudnir, Hel oversees the souls of the deceased. Her cold, unyielding presence is a stark contrast to the valorous halls of Valhalla. While the warriors of Valhalla feast and prepare for the final battle, the souls in Helheim linger in a state of eternal twilight, a testament to the consequences of a life lived without honor. Hel's realm is a place of sorrow and inevitability, a somber reminder that death comes for all, and not all who die will be remembered as heroes. Her story is one of acceptance and the harsh reality of the afterlife, a chilling counterpart to the tales of valor and glory that fill the sagas. In the end, Hel's dominion is a necessary balance to the grandeur of the gods, a dark mirror reflecting the inescapable truth of mortality and the ever-present shadow of Ragnarok. In the heart of Yggdrasil, the world tree, lies the Well of Urd, a place where time itself seems to stand still. Guarding this sacred well are the Norns, Urd, Verdandi and Skuld, three powerful beings who weave the fate of gods and men alike. Urd, the keeper of the past, Verdandi, the mistress of the present, and Skuld, the harbinger of what is yet to come. Their loom spins the threads of destiny, an intricate tapestry that even Odin, the All-Father, cannot alter. The Norns' prophecies are as immutable as the roots of Yggdrasil, a constant reminder that fate is an unstoppable force. Odin, in his quest for knowledge and power, often visits the Well of Urd, seeking glimpses of the future. Though he is the wisest of the gods, even he is bound by the threads spun by the Norns. They foretell of Ragnarok, the twilight of the gods, a cataclysmic event that will bring about the end of the world as it is known. Despite Odin's efforts to change or delay this fate, the prophecies remain unyielding. The Norns' presence is felt across all realms, their influence subtle yet profound. Every choice, every action is a thread in their vast tapestry. From the mightiest god to the humblest mortal, none can escape the fate woven by these enigmatic weavers. The Norns themselves are shrouded in mystery, their origins unknown, their motives inscrutable. They are neither benevolent nor malevolent, they simply are, existing beyond the comprehension of even the gods. In the end, the Norns' prophecies serve as a reminder of the inevitability of fate. They are a testament to the limits of power and knowledge, even for a god as mighty as Odin. As the threads of destiny continue to weave their intricate patterns, the shadow of Ragnarok looms ever closer, a poignant reminder that some things are beyond the control of even the most powerful beings. The story of the Norns is one of acceptance and inevitability, a stark contrast to the tales of heroism and defiance that fill the sagas. It is a reminder that in a world governed by fate, even the gods must bow to the inexorable march of time. Loki's offspring weren't just monsters, they were the instruments of the god's doom. Born from the trickster god's union with the giantess Angerboda, these creatures were not mere beings but harbingers of Ragnarok, the end of all things. First there is Fenrir, the great wolf. His jaws are said to reach the heavens and his strength is unmatched. Bound by the gods in a desperate attempt to delay the inevitable, Fenrir's rage grows with each passing day. The prophecy foretells that during Ragnarok, Fenrir will break free and devour Odin, the All-Father himself. Then comes Jörmungandr, the Midgard serpent, so immense that it encircles the world, biting its own tail. Jörmungandr is the embodiment of the cycle of life and death. When he releases his grip, the seas will churn and the earth will quake. He is destined to face Thor in a final cataclysmic battle where both will meet their end. Lastly, there is Hel, the half-corpse queen of the dishonored dead, ruling over a realm of shadows and despair. Hel holds dominion over those who did not die gloriously in battle. Her very presence is a reminder of the inescapable decay and the futility of defiance against fate. These offspring of Loki are not mere antagonists in the saga of the gods. They are the instruments of destiny, each playing their part in the grand design woven by the Norns. They are the shadows that loom over the gods, a constant reminder of the prophecies that even Odin cannot escape. As Ragnarok approaches, the roles of Fenrir, Jörmungandr and Hel become ever more significant. They are the catalysts of the end, the dark threads in the tapestry of fate that will bring about the twilight of the gods. In their existence lies the ultimate paradox. Born of chaos, they are the keys to the cosmic order's final unraveling. In this tale of inevitable doom, we see the delicate balance between creation and destruction, order and chaos. Loki's offspring stand as a testament to the inescapable nature of fate, a chilling prelude to the final act that will reshape the cosmos.